Hello, I'm Fiona Ritchie. My mother moved in with me a few years ago as she needed a little help to remain independent because she was losing her eyesight. My observational musings are the reason I remain sane. This is my weekly diary, so you know what shenanigans we've been getting up to. Mum seems to have got her appetite back. That means I can go back to the slow poisoning, which always cheers me up. She had a couple of district nurses pop by and change her leg dressing, and realising I wasn't as green as I was cabbage looking, left a few dressings with me, and so far so good, she hasn't bled to death. But obviously I will try harder. So while the chatty nurse showed me what to do and what to look out for, Mum sat in a confused silence, wondering why we were talking about her leg and not including her. Anyway, the nurse eventually did ask Mum how she was feeling generally and if there was anything else she might help with, to which Mum replied, and I quote, "I don't make a fuss." My guffaw was so great, they both looked in my direction, so I did what I excel in and walked to the kitchen and poured a large rosé. I usually go to my bedroom to write, but that's mainly because I've been driven from the dining room as the television is so loud I can't hear myself think. I can still hear the TV, but it's not quite so bad. Well, not until Mum thinks it must go louder than the 76 volume I normally leave it on and whacks it up to 100. The only positive I can take from this is we don't get birds nesting in the chimney. And while Mum sometimes has Alexa playing the news in conjunction with Judge Judy on TV, we don't get birds within a 50-foot radius from the bungalow either. It's only a question of time before the sitting room starts to break away from the rest of the building. Anyway, Mum has a pad in her bed that sets an alarm off if she leaves her bed and doesn't return after 15 minutes. She is now so paranoid about falling, which, believe me, is a really good thing, that she only uses her commode once a night, and so far the alarm, which is in my room, has not been triggered. Well, it has actually. On the first day of having it, it was 4 in the afternoon before I realised what the noise was. I got Mum up at 10 a.m, 6 hours earlier, and obviously the alarm went off at 10:15, and it wasn't until 4:15 that I noticed, although I did keep asking Mum what the noise was periodically. As she's deaf as a post, I really don't know why I bothered. So back to the start. I now work in my bedroom, and we have a plan that if she needs me, or if there is a problem, she asks Alexa to play A Whiter Shade of Pale by Procol Harum, because I hate the song. Mum loves it for some reason, and it makes me come running so I can switch the music off and find out how I can help. These are just some of the things I've been summoned for so far. She accidentally stood on the remote and can't get a program back. She'd lost her comb, she dropped her dental floss, she wanted to know what time I was going to get her lunch, and she needed to know why I wasn't at her beck and call. I hit her with a poker. So to counter Mum getting rickets, she's decided she needs to sit in direct sunlight for at least an hour a day. I did explain she was showing no symptoms or characteristics of the disease, but, as you must know by now, I know nothing and my opinion doesn't count for much anyway. I asked her if she wanted a hand to get outside, and then waited quietly while she realised she can't go anywhere without my help and bulk to keep her steady and safe. Unless I fall on her, of course. In a meek, resigned voice, she asked for my help, and we set off at 11 a.m. in the hopes to go outside and seated by 12:15. Just as she sat down, the sun went in. She asked me why I was laughing. Life just isn't fair sometimes, but boy, when things like this happen, it sure does make my day. Anyway, I heard some sad news. The inventor of Chinese whispers has died. May he test tinned peas.
Edited by Sue Roppel-Smith, and Fee's Diary's theme tune was composed by James Silverside. Fee's Diary was brought to you by Wavelength Productions and recorded in Huntingdon, Cambridgeshire.